this weekend has been completely shit. Utterly disappointed, as you guys can see. Barcelona is in the fucking fourth place now. They lost the Clasico. What a second half. That was really bad, man. I don't know what happened. The first half was completely dominated, and then the second half, well, we started fine in the second half. We had changed the score second goal, but then boom, Bellingham just came out of nowhere and scored an amazing goal. That was like a mistake to see who was scoring who, but then like the team just they just didn't want to kill the game. I don't know why. Like, it was going so fine. I don't know what happened. But the second half it was like, yeah, Madrid, come here. We're waiting for you. And I'm like, why are you waiting for them? They're going to score a goal for sure. And then it happened. It happened. Most Barcelona players were on the pitch. And not even only on the pitch. On the fucking goal. On the fucking goalkeeper ground. It was really bad. It was really bad. And then we also have this shit happening the other day. Oh man. So you guys can see G2, which is the team that I follow. Man. They went 2-0 against two really good teams, and then they fucked it up on the third one versus n.4, which is the American team. I didn't expect that to happen. Like, they got completely destroyed. Are the scoreline somewhere? No? Oh, fuck it. Well, actually, if I just click it. For the league participation, tournaments. Nah, there's nothing. I was looking for something like last result, but nah. Anyway, it was terrible. It was terrible that much. Oh, there we go. There we go. We win. Oh man, versus G2. Not even a single game G2 won that way. Unless they want to win a game versus Billy, but fuck it. Terrible. It was terrible. Oh. My disappointment is immense, and it can be hold on a fucking box right now. Oh. Come on. What a weekend. And I'm also a little bit sick. Oh. Next topic is Lost Ark. I guess I can give you first impressions, because let me see. I don't know if you guys can see, I spent about almost 120 hours in the game, which is a lot, and I'm still not in the end game. So this game is fucking big. So that's why in these first impressions I won't be talking too much about the game. I'll comment on the things that I like and I dislike so far. Let me see my notes just to be sure. I have it in Spanish though, so I can share it with you in a moment. So the game starts really slow. Like really slow. There's a lot of filler in the text and also in the quest. Like at least in when you help him to Ryan, after helping him, there's a lot of quests where you have to deal with the residents and make them peace with the new king, and I'm like, like, you're not killing anything, you're just going to point A to point B and just telling them something, or maybe not even telling you, just listening to them, to what they have to say. That was really boring. And at least that got improved in later arcs, let's say, or later stages, later islands, later chapters. I don't know how to say it, but I guess that's necessary to some degree, mostly because there's a lot of affinity quests where you have to talk with someone and then you keep giving them talking to them and then some interacting with them, like giving them some items. Sometimes it's just playing some music in order to increase that affinity level, which is kind of like another progression. Basically, we'll give you some rewards, some cards which apparently are necessary. I haven't looked into it too much because, well, that's just it. This game is too big at the moment. Like after spending like 100 more than 100 hours, I have not finished the story. I have not done not even a 20% of the game. Like there's a lot. Trust me, there's a lot. That's how I feel. It's like an MMO. But anything else, I wouldn't say it's like an MMO. It just feels more like your standard RPG for solo playing, which is actually fine. It's just most of the activities for multiplayer as a massive multiplayer are not there, or maybe they are there, but maybe I just started a bit late because I don't see that many players, at least in the lower areas. So a lot of things are I'm basically missing it. Like I cannot do it. There was like um, Abyssal Dungeons, I think they call it like that, Abyss Dungeons. Like at least the lower tiers, I've done it, but I had to wait a long time in the queue to get into it. Sometimes even days, and I'm like, wow, no one's doing this shit now. But no, it's not because the game is there. It's mostly because the remaining players or the ones that are playing are doing the higher content. So yeah, there's still a long ways to go there. As far as it goes for the game, it goes really slow because there's a lot of systems that they introduce to you. Like at least in the beginning, they taught you how to move around, the usual stuff, how to attack, how to talk with people, how to do some quests, and then they keep introducing more and more stuff. Like at least they keep you entertaining, let's say, with some of the story, because they have some gimmicks. Like for example, there's a place in the desert, some of desert like a Midgar stuff from Final Fantasy VII, where you are like driving a mech, and I was fucking awesome. And then there's another island where you shrink in your size, and then you try to help the fairies. I guess they're like fairies. They are not fairies, but they're really small. Let's call it gnomes for now. And you have to help them to get rid of the pirates. And while you're doing that, it's just it's actually fucking cool. Like it's not just hitting and killing. If you like that, you'll have that. But and on top of that, you'd have something else to do. There's also about the gameplay. It's actually really fun. It's I wouldn't say it's like Diablo. I mean, it does look like Diablo, but it feels more like Dynasty Warriors. I'm not sure if you guys have played any of that things. Dynasty Warriors. Let me show you a picture of that. Well, I don't think with pictures you can see it. But yeah, if you guys played any of the Dynasty Warriors, it's about killing a big, big, big bunch of enemies at the same time. At the beginning, that doesn't happen. It's like 4 or 5 enemies on screen, and then you just kill them, bam, 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 really easy. Which happens a lot. But then, as you progress through in the game, the story, the game gets, I wouldn't say that harder. It gets harder when you start getting, when you have to upgrade your items. I guess they call it, I think they call it holding in English here. Whatever. It gets hard because, let's say, your item level is like 100, and then there's like a big gap where it needs to be 500, which it doesn't take long and it's not hard at all. But you can feel it when you start attacking the mobs with a power level of 100. Like you do not you do not deal any single damage at all, and then they kill you really fast, to be fair. And then that's why you need to hone it. But yeah, it doesn't change that much though. Once you reach the recommended level, I wouldn't recommend to go higher because otherwise you'll make the content too easy. Because the game is actually too easy. But once you, but if you keep that same level, let's say, it'll be more fun. Trust me. As for the comparison with Dynasty Warriors, I'll say that because it just feels more like a hack and slice. The animations, the sound, the abilities, the speed of the game, let's say, like at least compared to Diablo 2, that's a little bit more methodic, although you can really go too fast into a speed run. But if you go into it like from the very beginning without having nothing, without having gear, skills, anything unlocked, that game is really slow. Also really old though. But yeah, you if you ever start Lost Ark, you will understand. Because once you get to the game, you will unlock 8 skills, 10 skills from the very beginning, let's say. Not very beginning, but as you start going through from it. But yeah, it's just crazy. Uh, and then for the cons, I guess the exploring the world is just fucking boring, man. This game does have not anything interesting. I mean, there's a lot of hidden things here and there. I wouldn't say it's just good. Like you go from point A to point B, the maps are not that even good to explore. I mean, there's like a lot of secrets. You have Mokokusets, you have business, you have ingredients to find for secret quests, another additional quest after you finish the story of that island or that place, which is kind of cool. But just exploring is just boring, really boring. And yeah, those are my first impressions. So far, I give it a 7 out of 10 or 7.5 out of 10 right now. Because, I mean, for a game that gives me more than 100 hours without paying anything, it's just great. It's just great. I think it's just great. The game looks also gorgeous in most of the places, which is really nice. As you can see here, there's another picture here. I think I do have one more, and that's it. I don't usually take a lot of screenshots, mostly because I completely forgot about them. And the last one. Bro, there's not a single character that you look exactly, by the way. It's just amazing. Not a single one. Although it could be a little bit repetitive to see that there's not that many changes in the design, but from one on the same island, I mean, because from one island to another one, yeah, there's huge differences. Like you got elves in one island, you got the gnomes that I mentioned before, you got cyborgs in another one, you got some slaves, kind of pirates things as well. Like, it's just crazy, it's just amazing the variety that the game has. And that's it. And this is the game that I'm playing for Halloween. I'll probably do like a sort of review later on in the week, hopefully by Wednesday. We'll see. So far, I like it. I wouldn't say I don't, but it's not usually my kind of thing, so kind of going out of my comfort zone when playing things. But yeah, this is a good game. I'll talk about it soon. So I'll see you soon. Ciao, ciao.